Hey, what's up? Today we're talking about your morning routine, but with a twist. There is an ocean of content out there on morning routines: books, blogs, podcasts, endless videos. And almost all of it is focused on what to add, what you should start doing. I want to flip that today and focus on what you should stop doing. So here are 8 things to cut out of your morning if you're doing them right now. Let's go. Number 1, stop checking social media the second you wake up. That magical little rectangle in your pocket is the first thing on the list, and there are 2 big reasons to break this habit. First, if checking your feeds is the very first action of your day, then the first thing you do every morning is give in to a craving for novelty, which directly undermines all the work you're doing to build your focus muscle. If instead you make yourself wait, eat, move, read for a bit before you touch the feeds, you're training your brain that novelty has to be earned, and that pays off in your ability to concentrate later in the day. Second, and more physical, if you're anything like me, you grab the phone and start scrolling in bed, telling yourself it'll be 5 minutes, and 20 minutes later, you're still there. And here's the thing, there is no healthy position to look at a phone in bed. You're either holding it up over your face or propped awkwardly on one elbow, and doing that repeatedly puts real strain on your neck, shoulder, and arm. I've actually given myself nerve pain this way, and it is genuinely painful, it gets in the way of work, and it takes a shockingly long time to heal. So keep your bed for sleeping, check your feeds once you're up, and a little while after you're up. Number 2, stop eating an unhealthy breakfast. A lot of people wake up and reach for something loaded with sugar or simple carbs, and neither sets you up for steady, sustained energy. You get a spike and then a crash. There's also decent evidence that a breakfast heavier on protein and healthy fats supports more stable mood and energy through the morning. And this isn't me on a high horse. This is a real temptation for me too. It's so easy to wake up, convince myself I need to start working immediately, and grab a fast, sugary breakfast on the way. So how do you actually eat well consistently in the morning? The easiest fix is bulk prep. Take 1 or 2 days a week to cook a batch of food in advance, so grabbing something healthy in the morning takes seconds. It's efficient. You dirty the pots once instead of 7 times. Hard-boiled eggs are a fantastic candidate. They're quick to make and easy to grab. Or you can do egg bakes in a casserole dish and portion them out across the week. Do the work once, coast on it for days. Number 3, stop hitting the snooze button. You knew this one was coming. Beyond the obvious problem that snoozing interrupts your sleep cycle and shoves you into a brand new one you'll just interrupt again minutes later, giving you worse sleep, there's a subtler cost. Hitting snooze is admitting defeat as the very first action of your day. You set an intention the night before to wake up at a specific time, and the instant you hit snooze, you failed at it before you've even opened your eyes. So do yourself a favor. Get up the moment the alarm goes off. One trick I've found weirdly helpful is to picture setting that wake-up intention and announcing it to someone specific. Ideally, someone you genuinely hate to disappoint. Imagining that little bit of accountability is often enough to swing my legs out of bed. Number 4, stop complaining. So many people wake up and immediately start complaining about how early it is, about having to go to work, about how tired they feel. And the problem is that the words you choose, the way you frame your morning, have a real, tangible effect on your state of mind and your motivation. Language shapes mood. So instead of opening your day by cataloging everything that's wrong, flip it. Think about what you're actually grateful for, what you can be positive about. Dwell on those things, and you'll simply be a happier person for it. Number 5, stop cleaning your space in the morning. Do it the night before. Now, tidying up isn't a bad thing. It's on this list because the timing is wrong. This ties into a concept I've talked about before called clear to neutral, resetting your work or living area back to a ready state after you finish using it. And the reason to do it at night is that the next time you walk into that space is the next morning, and you want it already usable. When your space is prepped the moment you start your day, you don't burn any willpower or time getting it ready. It's just go. So build a few minutes of clearing to neutral into your bedtime routine, and your future self will thank you. Number 6, stop planning your day in the morning. Planning your day in the morning works great for some people, but for a lot of us, it's better done the night before. Personally, when I wake up to a concrete plan I made the previous evening, I feel a little beholden to my past self, and I know exactly what direction to move in immediately, with zero morning dithering. It's the same logic behind why some famously busy leaders wear the same outfit every day. They deliberately remove trivial decisions, so they don't drain their limited decision-making energy on nonsense. Decide the night before, and wake up ready to execute instead of deliberate. Number 7. Stop starting your day with negative news. If you like checking the news or a feed-based app first thing, be careful here. A ton of what fills those feeds is negative, and if you bombard yourself with a stream of grim stories every single morning, you're deliberately setting a negative tone for your whole day. It also tends to suck you down rabbit holes that quietly eat huge chunks of time. So if you are going to check something in the morning, curate those feeds to be full of positive or genuinely interesting information instead of doom. Or better yet, read a book instead and save the feeds for later in the day. Starting with long-form content is one more rep for that focus muscle we keep coming back to. Number 8. Stop waking up at wildly different times. If you don't have at least a somewhat consistent wake-up time, if you're sleeping till noon on weekends and getting up at 6 during the week, or your times are all over the place, you're throwing off your circadian rhythm and hurting the quality of your sleep. So as best you can, lock in a consistent wake-up time. And I know the question coming, can I still sleep in on weekends? Biologically, the honest answer is that a consistent time, including weekends, is ideal. Your body doesn't have a special weekend mode where it magically reshuffles its internal clock just because you're off. That said, sleeping in a bit on the weekend isn't going to ruin your life. I'll be honest. I sleep in about an hour later on Saturdays and Sundays myself. So if you don't want to be maximally optimized, that's fine. Just know that from a purely scientific standpoint, consistent beats inconsistent. So those are the 8. Stop the morning social scroll, stop the sugary breakfast, stop snoozing, stop complaining, stop cleaning in the morning, do it at night, stop planning in the morning, plan at night, stop starting with negative news, and stop wildly varying your wake-up time. The nice thing about this whole list is that none of it takes much effort. Most of it is about removing things, not adding them. And in future videos, we'll get into the good stuff to add to your mornings. If this was helpful, a like really supports the channel, and you can subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.